Multiple partners. Wow.
Wait, what? Just now. I did that too. Like for a minute, when you said it, I was like, wait, what's the person again? So,
Hey y'all, welcome back to another week with us. This is Happy Hour with SnL and I'm Sherain.
and I'm Laurel.
Week 25 and we're getting straight into the question of the week. The question of the week was, what's something you wanted at 16 that you don't want at the age of 30? First, I'm gonna cover what most people said. To be an adult.
I feel that adulting is hard.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And
It's definitely not what we thought it was going to be.
no, and I think it's a difference to what like our grandparents would have had it as an adult and back then. I think we have a lot of there's a wider world out there for us to pick from, and sometimes we feel lost in it. Like
Preach it.
I still feel as though yes, I'm an adult, but I'm sorry if I get pregnant. Well, there's no way. Honestly, there's no way. I'll feel like teenage pregnancy.
You'll feel like teenage pregnant.
Yeah, I'll feel like
Like
if
it's already.
yeah, I'll feel like this is teenage pregnancy, and well,
Yeah, what?
yeah, like I'll be like, what? Like I don't know, because it wouldn't be happening the way I wanted to.
Okay, you mean okay? So if it doesn't happen the traditional way,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I wanted to be the traditional way.
traditional stage, we should say.
Yeah, and I'm not there. So I am an adult teen. I believe.
I've never heard about an
And that's how
adult
I feel. I feel like
teen.
yeah, I'm an adult and I do make decisions and I do I am mature, but I'm still like, what the frick are we doing?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel a little bit lost. I'm like, is this the road that I'm supposed to be taking?
Yeah, like
This is the path that God had for me?
at least when we were in school, we knew what we had to do.
Yeah, pass exams.
Yeah, it was simple, back then your parents used to say, yeah, you want to be 18, and when you reach 18, you want to still be in school. There was a line.
I do miss school days.
I do miss school days. It was so carefree. You didn't have nothing to worry about. No bill. No nothing.
No going to work.
No, yeah.
8 to 4.
I mean, we had 8 to 4.
Yeah, but it was different.
Yeah, it was different. It was different. I hate that shit. Ugh.
Well, I had fun.
What, school days?
Yeah.
I had fun school days too.
Yeah, so
It was fun.
You don't ever hear anybody saying, "Well, I'm going to work too, and it's gonna be fun today."
No. Well, yes.
When we were
People who actually.
okay, no, you didn't like that when we were in that department, but let's not say that. I was gonna say because I actually had fun then.
Yeah, but I think that department, it started off fun for me.
Right.
Just as though the last department that I used to work in, what started off fun. I think it's not so much work. The work becomes monotonous, and I think it's because it's the 9 to 5 jobs, the corporate job world. Like it comes monotonous, and at least in school every year you went up to something new. If you're in these 9 to 5s, depending on where you at,
for a while,
you're stagnant and you become like mentally like
robots.
yeah
You come, you do this.
I think a lot of people who enjoy what they do are self-employed. They are their own entrepreneurs.
They didn't have something with that where they put up. I think I saw that online where you had to like list your jobs, what were your favorite jobs? And the people who are happy list your job.
Right.
And it was really mostly self-employed.
Yeah, it's not nobody who working for somebody. Honestly, it feels like slavery. It does. If this is the nearest thing to slavery, I believe 9 to 5 workers.
It is. God forbid if I lose my job, I don't think I want to work for anybody again. I would like to obviously be self-employed.
No, no. I think between 9 to 5 and people who are self-employed, I think the people that are in the middle now are remote job workers who enjoy that, although they would be working for somebody else, but they're in their own space.
comfort of
Yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah. They're able to do it how they see it fit. So somebody said a cell phone / social media I could do without both. I don't know. I can't. I know I can't.
Kind of relate.
I can't.
I could kind of relate. Sometimes, Jesus Christ, sometimes social media is like, it's very addictive, but it's also like your worst enemy. You go on social media and you see how somebody's life is, or you see, and it starts comparing certain things, and I feel as though it's very dangerous
It is.
for your mental health.
It
so
is.
I could understand why that person would say social media, because some people just actually fast and come off of
Yeah, my cousin is fasting from social media.
because one, it's addictive. You spend a lot of time. Sometimes you on TikTok and you 2
I think
hours
there's
pass and you're like, wait now.
Yeah, I think though it have a difference between mindless scrolling,
Right.
which is the one where you realize you're scrolling. I do the both. I sometimes mindlessly
Especially
scroll.
right before bed, you just
You're just scrolling. Yeah, sometimes I may have on a show and I have to start over the episode because I didn't see shit. I was seeing everything on my phone.
same.
But then, as a content creator, no way in hell I could do it without my phone or social
Well,
media.
yeah, for sure for you. Cell phone, it have its pros and cons. Sometimes I just want to like disappear and not have any contact with the outside world. But at the same time, it is very. I can't imagine not having contact with my son.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god. All my friends, like, oh my gosh, like I can't.
Sorry. Sometimes I doesn't even answer the phone. If I in my
In your zone.
in my zone, yeah. Oh boy, well, you know this. Sometimes if a number called, I don't know.
Guys, don't call from strange numbers. You're not
My
answering yet.
my attitude is so terrible.
Hello. I'm like, it's me. I'm just calling from the work phone. What's my? Or what she will do is like you call and ring, and it's like this long pause before she say. So no, so she waited for you to say hello. And then she's like, oh, it's you.
Guilty. Guilty. Oh my, multiple partners. Wow.
Wait, what? Just now. I did that. So like for a minute, when you said it, I was like, wait, what's the person again? So
I asked myself in my head
that's what they wanted when they were 16, but then they decided that they don't want it
In
again,
the cities.
right? Okay, well that's good. Growth.
That's good. That's good. My question is, why you wanted it when you were 16?
I don't know, probably what he or her grew up around and thought it was like cool to have. I don't know what to assume as a guy, but like, you see everybody like, how much girls you could get or how much guys you could get. Well, mostly guys will say that, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that there's growth though. That's good. Leave that in your teenage years.
To move out. Honestly, I know we have a lot of foreign listeners as well. For not everybody, because I know it have a certain amount of us that moved out our parents' house and stuff. But in the Caribbean, I believe, we don't do the whole moving out as soon as you go to UE for us. Yeah, your kid might go and stay on campus. Campus is like what? For the most, if somebody let's say somebody live in Mayaro, that's probably what, a 3 hour drive? Is it 3 hours?
About a 2 hour.
Could be a 2 hour drive, right? And that would be like what, once a week if they come in down every weekend. But some cases it's like a half an hour drive. But after their 3 years, 4 years max in UE, not everybody just go and rent somewhere because it's not, you're not sure you're going
They
to
come back home.
just go back home. It's home that has come back. I can tell you, I live in home.
Yeah.
I live in home, and for me, it have its pros and its cons, honestly. But you're not pushed out of your home and
After
into.
a certain stage, you just want your own space.
Definitely.
You want your own space.
Yeah,
you
but that's
want-
on your own time. I think you would have to make the conscious decision, and move out. But it's not your parents
That's
really pushing you out. It's a you decision, and it does be hard for your parents, huh?
Yeah, to recover.
Yeah, but in terms of, because I've seen a lot of people from, like, in the States, example, you hear a lot of them like moving out one time after 18, and your parents saying it's time for you to move out or whatever.
Man. I think that was my mom for a little party, and then
Really?
yeah, and then when I left,
Yeah.
she's knocking on my door. Hello. Hi. Are you up?
Yes.
Are you up yet? Lady, it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
I am
goodness.
up.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or calling me. So what you eating?
It's not like what we hear of it in the States and in the UK.
Yeah, but what this person had to say, this person said that's what they wanted to do, and now they change their mind.
Yeah, and I think it's because it's bills. Cost of living is high. Cost of renting is high. Cost of getting a mortgage, even if it's getting a mortgage on your own, is high. The average job that you'll get, let's say, yeah, even if you're starting out, and it don't even matter if it is you're qualified or not. There's a lot of people that's highly qualified, and they're saying that they aren't able to get a job. There are a lot of people that saying that now, so it doesn't necessarily matter what your qualifications are. The cost of living is just extremely high. To go out.
Sherain, is that your answer?
Sounds like me.
Like what?
I feel that person 100%. Sounds like me.
Sounds like you a lot.
Yeah, like
At 16,
yeah,
I was real
16 I
pumping.
was outside. I think the pandemic
Outside,
the pandemic, yeah. The pandemic and other things that make me feel like safer inside. And then when I go
I
outside,
understand, girl.
yeah.
Because last night I was like, "Oh, it's nice. Let me watch a show."
Yeah. Sometimes if I say I'm busy, it's because I booked and busy with my remote and my pillow to watch a hot show. Oh, no. Hey, well, we gonna get
But-
drinks in the middle of my show? Nah.
But carnival time, you outside.
Yes. I'm getting a little better. I'm getting a little better. Carnival time, yeah, outside. Probably a little bit in August, probably, depending. I don't mind going house lines during Christmas though.
Yeah.
It depends with that too. Really depends.
No, I like that.
I like a little house. That the next thing.
Christmas is for partying.
Yes, it is for paranging. But between a fete and going by a house line, I'll go a house line. That's outside a carnival season.
Organize a house line.
We should organize a house line. When last we do a house line? For
Cinco de Mayo.
no,
Oh, it was after that?
it was after that. We went by Maria.
Oh yes, okay, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking about by me, but yeah.
Cinco de Mayo. Oh my God, we should do Cinco de Mayo this year.
We should.
And we actually could plan properly. Yeah. A job. Facts.
At 16, I did not think about having a job.
I thought about it.
Actually, wait, no, I did have a job at 16.
I thought about
I
it.
did have a job. I forgot. I worked in a bookstore.
Oh no, I didn't
Yeah.
get. I wanted to during like August vacation, and my parents told me no.
I didn't even know where that money went. What happened with that money?
My
What I
parents
did with
told me no.
it?
You spend it on stuff you wanted at 16.
I guess. I just can't remember anything.
I think that's why I wanted it. I didn't know. I just didn't want to have to ask my parents to stop.
Yeah, I worked at Muhammad's bookstore.
Oh, that was the time you did? Oh yeah.
Yeah. All my friends actually worked in a bookstore that year.
Really?
Yeah. I was there. Rachel was in RIK. Alana was in Kitcan. I think Tamika was not. She was visiting us. she's coming and check us.
Nah, at that time, not much people in my time and was in bookstores. I know a lot of people who were in like Fanatics and those
Right.
toy stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a high percentage who did the bookstores in my time. A hot girl, brainless. Wow. I could. First of all, at 16, I never thought about being brainless. I don't know. That don't resonate with me. But the fact that somebody putting it there means that it resonates with somebody out there.
Yeah.
And that just sad, eh? That just real sad. If that were you set out your mind to be, that just sad.
But they wanted a hot girl. That's what they wanted. They wanted a hot girl.
But they want a brainless person?
Well, I don't know how that part come in. I don't know how that's come in, but they wanted a hot girl.
Well, all right.
Probably say
Yeah.
all that.
I can understand.
All that glitz not necessary.
Not necessary. Yeah. That is maturity.
Yeah.
That's
I was going to say
maturity.
that.
A big group of friends, quality over quantity now. Facts.
I can agree with that.
I agree with that.
Now my circles are still kind of big, but they cut down. You don't find my circles cut down?
No.
Okay then. I find my circles cut down.
By 2? I only aware of the cut down by 2.
What you talking about? Right.
Right. And
Yeah.
who again?
All right.
It's only 2, right?
Semicircle. Same difference.
It cut down by 2 only. Kids.
Okay. So when I was 16, I did not even have a thought about having kids. Or I didn't even, well, not thought about having kids then, but like I wasn't like, oh, my dream is to have kids. I think that happened later on in life. Yeah, kids are a handful, so I could understand why that person would say,
Who
yeah,
was
change your
thinking
mind.
about
No,
kids at
I love my kid.
16?
I love my kid. But probably they're just thinking about some people just like, have that dream about getting married and having kids. Probably that's what their thing was. But I wasn't even studying that at 16.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't
I
studying
was
that.
studying going to school
I was
away and
I was studying getting on the road after school
what? I was studying
on on
you
on
were studying?
after school. I was studying that, and then when I reached Form 5, I was studying how to get my parents to say yes to me staying up UE when I'm going UE. It never worked. Um, yeah. I study about traveling the world. I study about. Never studied about children. Having kids at
Yeah, kids are a big
16.
responsibility. So I can understand why a person probably like self-reflecting and like, nah, I want to take more time for myself.
For myself.
Yeah.
And that's it for the answers. But it sums up basically, in a nutshell, being an adult.
Yikes.
Oh my, this.
You know what I wanted?
What?
Like when I was 16, no, granted, I didn't study like the kids and stuff, but I studied about like when I get married and have a big wedding. And now I'm like, a big wedding, what? I would settle with a small wedding. You have so much else your money could go into that I'm not even studying about all these unnecessary people. Now, granted, I love my family and thing, but sometimes you don't talk to people not forever. Like you don't have to invite Auntie Me and the cousin, wife. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. I had this whole vision in my head, and I'll have like about 2 or 3 dresses, and wow, all them things change. I want one dress, and
I still want 2 dresses, but I know my wedding not gonna be a big thing.
yeah,
I not gonna have
honeymoon
the
maybe.
honeymoon will be off the chains.
Yeah.
But it will be manageable enough for me to have all the stuff I want. I want 2 dresses, I'm gonna get 2 dresses. I want a particular venue, I'm gonna get the particular venue. I don't want when I send you an invite
You
that
still coming and you look up?
no. Not only that. That's one thing, That one thing. But you see, when I send you an invite, you RSVP, and you see Tanti May down the road and invite her.
Well, that's why you have to have a little list of the entrance. Excuse, your name is not on this list. I'm sorry. I don't care how dressed you are.
No one, honestly, in the times we live in, like, I have added another rule that once I find out who invited you, they will be exiting the wedding too. Because you put money here. No, you don't need to eat. Go with Tanti May or lime somewhere else. Because this is up to shippiness.
So don't invite Auntie Me, okay, guys?
No. What is this with this storm? In this day and age?
Storming.
No.
And you
No,
know,
no.
You just hear people really doing that. They don't go to the
Anyhow you take it.
service, but they
I don't
say,
want
hey,
a-
we're going to the reception. Hello, no.
No. Not here. Not here at all. No. No. I could see my parents, my father in particular, being very ashamed. He would be so ashamed. He'd be so not ashamed. He'd be so embarrassed.
I could see that in your mom, like, but
Oh my
no,
God, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God, no. And I see this thing where you come in to ask me if I invite somebody, who put you as the organizer? Who put you as the bride or the groom? I'm sure I'm not leaving anybody out. If somebody leave out, that is a work of God. Money couldn't stretch that way. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
So let's go into a little quick game
Okay.
of Never Have I. Never Have I Ever.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drink every time we did something. So get
my glass.
that you try to drunken us here with.
Oh Lord, nah. This time, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did. Yours more bright orange than yellow than
It's not so bad.
mine's strong.
I stirred mine before.
Oh.
You're just probably drinking a pure alcohol from the bottom.
Oh my God.
Okay, so skipped school.
I know you told me this.
Yeah, that there was this one time, or two times. But yeah, I did. I'm sorry, mommy. But I did. You know, we just went to Lime, you know. It was just
Lyman.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah. I don't think it's skipped. I did. It wouldn't be skipped.
Break beach.
Yeah, break beach. Mine wouldn't be skip school. That was when I was in UE South. I didn't have class that day. I didn't have to go in school, and I just went to school, and then we went online.
I skipped school and skipped lessons. I came up with all my subjects, guys. All 8 subjects. So don't come.
Damn right.
Broken a bone. And I fractured my toe.
Oh, you did? Oh.
You want to tell them the story? Because I feel as though we need a little backstory. You know how to... What's the story?
Yeah. I don't mind telling this story. Guys, dumb moment.
Listen up, guys.
I was in standard 5. I just finished SE and thing. And we on Easter vacation and gone up by my grandmother. And we washing clothes. Me and my next cousin. And one of my aunts called and was like, we going to the airport, so they want to go? We was like, yeah. You know when it...
Guys, I love this story. I'm listening like this is the first time.
You know, back then, airport run is the most exciting thing for a kid, right? My grandmother was like, yeah, when they finish wash them clothes. Now, my grandmother had those twin tops, right? And I always used to see, like, my aunt... Like, it had a little defect in the one that she had, right? Well, I don't think it's a defect, but it used to spin long. So, I used to see my aunt putting her hand to brace it, right? So it will stop so she could continue washing, right? I thought I could do the trick too. I thought so. Yeah. I put my hand and the machine went...
Yikes.
And I pulled out my hand. I was like, okay. Although I never cried. I cried when I had to do the operation because it didn't heal well when I put on the cast, and they had to break it over. So it was fractured first, and then they had to break it. Anyway, back to the origin. So then I took it out of the washing machine. I don't know what entered my head, but I was like, okay, let me put it in the freezer because it had a fridge downstairs in the washing bay. I was like, maybe the ice from the fridge will, you know, it hurts and paining. But they always told us not to put our hand, They always told us that. But we're trying to hurry to go in the airport. We don't want to miss the ride.
So wait, I never got that part. Did you go to the airport with your broken hand?
No. No. I eventually had to go upstairs, and my cousin was like, so what are we gonna say? I was like, well, we were playing cricket together while in between us. So I was like, okay, I'll just tell them to fall while playing cricket. So got upstairs and I was like, Daddy, lie down. My hand, I fall on my hand. My grandmother was like, what? I was like, yeah, I fall on my hand, it hurts. And they touching it, and when they touching it, I bawling. So my grandmother had to call one of my cousins to come for me to go in the hospital. And well, yeah, the doctor was like, this doesn't look like a fracture from playing cricket. And I was like, yeah, it's that. But then he had to come lights. But I had to move from that health center, and they had to bring me down to casualty. And the casualty doctor saying, that's not looking like a fall on your hand. You sure? By this time, my mother with me, eh?
Probably say you're being abused. And that's like, what is going on with
My
you?
mother's like, Sherain, if you can see it, it's okay. You sure it's from playing cricket? You see it's from playing cricket? And I'm like, I was like, I stuck my hand in the spin dryer, okay?
I never get tired of hearing this story. Like, I love it. Because who wouldn't know? So, guys, sorry, do not put your hand in the twin tub. I don't have all that story to say. My one was pure wildness because I am a wild mother. So I was playing with my son, and I was sitting on a chair, and he was facing me, and we fell backwards. So like I kind of fall on him, and I just hear cracks. So first thing I was thinking it was him who got injured. So I was like, you good? I don't know how I'm now going to explain to anybody. I damaged my son. Anyway, went and sleep that night. When I wake up in the middle of the night, my foot lands and I realized I fractured my toe. That was my story.
I never knew.
That's how it was.
That's how it was.
I was wiping. I'm like, real. Oh my god. Injuries I get playing with my son. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the story.
Fired a gun. I've held a gun once. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm frightened to say that now. It was a licensed gun, and like other people were shooting it, but I didn't get to shoot it because my friend father was like, "No, you do not know how to control it. You've never no." But I've held a gun before.
Nah.
So I was like, "Ooh, heavy." So no, can't fire it because it probably will backfire.
No, those things scare me.
Done drugs.
Was it weed?
I am counting weed as a drug. That's the hardest we've done, guys.
I ate wheat brownies, and the first time and last time that I ever pulled on a weed, because I remember we went to Biddy Lime, and one of my friends gave me, he was like, try it. I was like, what? Because everybody was trying it. I was like, you sure? He's like, one pull. When I finished, I was like, that tasted like stewed chicken.
What, guys? I don't understand. Was like, how?
I don't know.
I've never tasted weed that tasted like stewed chicken. But
No.
I have had edibles and I have smoked it. And let me tell you guys, I do not like the effects of eating it. Oh my god, it's once that in your system and you do not take the right amount, you're screwed.
I ate it once. Yeah, I had it once.
Yeah, just be careful out there, guys.
Be careful. I ate it and I had to drive home, but I wasn't like, I felt the effects when I sat on my bed.
I remember, hey,
Hey!
oh yeah,
Hey!
oh yeah. My friend decided she bring in weed from the States. Now everybody know. I can say that.
No.
Okay, so my friend decided she was bringing some weed for me, right? Now it wasn't normal brownies or anything like that. It was like gummies, and it was like it have the rainbow kind of
Which they'll be calling it like CBD gummies.
I guess.
Right.
So anyway, if anybody know me, I have the biggest sweet tooth, right? So what she did was she threw it for me. She was like, I have this fear. So I get excited, I get glad. So I ate like 2 by the time she come to talk to me. So I was like, but it have a strange aftertaste. So I was like, why it tastes like that? She's like, wait now, how much you ate? I was like, I ate 2 already. She was like, what? Guys, I had to drive from Cedrus to all the way up to San Fernando. That is like what? Back then it was like, no, the distance cut down plenty now, but back then it was like 2.5 hours. So I am driving like this, guys. When I reach home, I was like, how I reach home? Immediate sleep, immediate sleep. Never me again. I think, was that my last time? I think that was my last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was your last time.
Yeah. That was
your last time.
Oof. The next one is been in a limo. I've never been in a limo. You've been in a limo?
Yeah, for more wedding.
Oh, I've never been in a limo. Gotten a tattoo. Oh, I thought I was just going to say something.
Me?
I was like, what tattoo? So I'm not a tattoo girl. I don't know.
I like it. I like to see it. Like,
Right.
Like, I like the ones that go straight down the middle of your spine, or the ones that go from right here on your waist. I like to see it. I find girls who have like body, which it's look like an accessory, a cool accessory. However,
yeah, that's not for me.
I'm not going to sit down to take no needle choking.
That's not for me. I can't.
No.
I can't do it. I can't.
I sit down and I watch my cousin take a tattoo a time, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, she
Why you touching
freaking
yourself like
okay.
this? I've heard that it's very addictive.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Ridden a horse. I think I've ridden a horse. Would help?
I think if you went St. Gabriel, they definitely
Everybody have ridden a horse.
Yeah. Right?
Song karaoke. I don't think I've officially sung karaoke. Which I keep
What do you mean?
saying. Oh, like I mean like going somewhere to sing with a mic. That's what I'm thinking. You thinking about normal.
I did it in a house line.
Okay, well that's yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, have I done that in the house line? I don't feel like I have. I feel like I'm always singing, but not really karaoke.
Oh, okay. Wait, yeah, we did it in a house line.
I want to go and do some karaoke. I think, I'm
It'll be
excellent
fun.
singer.
We went to one and it was really hilarious. We went one in, oh my God, what's the name of the place? I can't remember. But it was fun. It was fun and it was funny.
Okay, so gotten a ticket. You never got a ticket?
When I get a ticket, I'm allergic to that. I never get that.
Well, guys, I streak of tickets, so I feel as though I shouldn't even drink because, like, I'm now.
Oh, born again?
Yes. I shouldn't even have to drink for that. Been arrested? No.
No.
We're not those type of girls.
No.
Gone ziplining.
I went, but I didn't zip line.
What do you do?
I think I was like on my period and I was feeling like, oh,
Yeah, that thing wrong. Your whole crunch.
So I just stood there and I was like with Remy and Mark while I went on zip line, and we were just talking shit whole time. Everybody went, yeah.
I think I would no, I'm afraid of heights, guys, but I think I wouldn't mind doing one that's closest to the ground.
How close to the ground?
Enough that I wouldn't die. That's how close. Let us start.
I know, I want to do the thing in the water where they
pushing
go
it
up.
up?
Yeah,
I like that too, you know, but oof,
I want to do that.
pretty ocean too.
I don't like. I'm not as afraid of the ocean as I am. I don't know if I'm necessarily totally afraid of heights like that either. I don't know. I've never been on like.
It was you. I went on the crossover.
Yes. Oh no. No. Laurel is afraid
I'm
of heights.
afraid of.
I just walked up normal now.
I think I was like close to the ground, like, okay, alright.
Oh my god, that day was an interesting day.
I would like to forget. That day was so friggin' stressful.
It was stressful. Oh my god, it was the worst. It was the worst.
Like, what the hell? Recapping that day is like, what?
Oh my god.
Been on TV. So once I was on advertisement for Mohammed's bookstore. Yeah, they had like an advertisement, and they basically use
The workers.
yeah, and the guy no, I didn't. They told me that I wasn't going to be center. Well, they told us that we were just going to be extras, right?
Right.
And lo and behold, I don't know, like when the advertisement come out, there I am starring my whole.
You're not fine back now.
I was like, thank God, I was looking cutish.
You're not fine back that video. You're not find it back. You're not find it back.
Yeah, look cutish.
You're probably somewhere on Google somewhere.
I'm gonna my phone lock. Been on a cruise. We've never been on a cruise, but somewhere in the near future we would be.
That came to a crashing halt for me last night.
Why, you saw some video and
New Fair Unlocked.
which video you saw?
I watched 911 last night. The first episode to the new season, and you know, I've seen like Titanic. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere with icebergs.
I've seen like stuff where, you know, where people hijack. I've seen it before, but last night episode, like, I'm like, but for real, if these people decide, and it's not even pirates, if there's people like when you stop or like hijack you or I think I'll just stay on the cruise ship. And then the next part of it was where she and her husband was there fighting for their life because the cruise ship seemed to be like sinking, and
Okay,
they like
you
in this
can't go on
little.
the cruise with me. I don't want you to know where the cruise with me. You know what my face
You feel locked.
You know my face, and I feel I could see this happen to me. You come off on the island, and then you're running on the boat because the boat leaving you.
I can see that with you. I can see that. I can see that.
Thinking I have rent.
Nope.
And
Nope.
the boat leave.
I might be the sickness. Come on. We have an hour and something remain. Come on. Let us go back before the boat leaves us.
And I would be like, no, we have time. We have 5 minutes left. We have time.
5 minutes left. She always had time. No.
Gotten a person.
I'm laughing because of you.
Guys. No, but I had the traditional piercing of my ears. Which, you know, actually on top here was not the greatest time for me. I took out those.
You did
but-
that one?
Yes, and it wasn't healing properly. Thank God it ended up healing good. But the worst one, guys, I decide that I'm going to pierce my tongue. Now, let me tell you, I was supposed to just go with my friend because she was going to pierce her tongue, and somehow when I saw her do it so easy, I was like, oh my God, I want to do it too. Like a whole ass, I pierced my tongue. So the next, I think we did it probably this Saturday. Right? We did it this Saturday.
No.
Yes.
No. Y'all didn't do it on a Saturday.
So what date was?
Y'all did it during the week. Y'all
You
did it.
sure?
Yes, because you went to town, came back on work.
No, it was Saturday. I enjoyed a paid whole weekend.
Kill, you sure?
Positive. I'm positive because I remember I was supposed to go out on a date.
Kill, I don't think so.
And I was talking like this on the date because I was in a mess. My tongue was so full of my face.
Girl, no, I
Right.
don't think so. I think you went with her because you left because she asked you to go with her.
It was a Saturday. And then I keep on asking her, you haven't paid? She saying no. And then I remember saying, well, Simone had paid her tongue too. So I say, when I come on work, I'll ask her if it's normal. When I reach on work, Simone says, your tongue not looking normal. I said no. I said, what did she say? I had to take that out because I was talking like this. My tongue swelled to the size of the back. I wasn't eating, I wasn't drinking. Oh yeah. That's Jesus. You're too freaking fast. You're too fast.
Oh gosh.
That was my horrible experience, guys.
I did mine navel.
Oh yeah, I did mine too. But
Yeah.
I took all that after a while.
Mine's went because I went to do oh gosh, this thing. They call it a session of
Cool scalping.
no, it wasn't for cool sculpting. It was the next one. Oh gosh.
With therapy.
No, the
Like
lipo, the
static
lipo
pore stuff.
something. The one that's not invasive. That clinical skincare by Maristas too.
I can't remember.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. Just now, I'll tell you later.
Well, yes. What an experience.
Cavitation.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I had to take off my navel ring
It
and
wasn't healed properly.
no, that was like years after, and I took it out and I forgot it there, and it closed up.
Oh,
I would like to do it back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to do mine back. I think that tongue paste is just leave her. Oh my god, no. Smoked. Unfortunately, guys, I smoked once in my life. Not
Me
something
too.
that's,
Yeah, it's not.
Rex,
It's not. Yeah.
and don't like smokers either.
I let me.
Yeah. Met a celeb. Are we talking about local or foreign?
I met the both.
Who you met? Who is the foreign one?
It's Damian Wayans, one of the Wayans sons, for Carnival. The year I play mass.
I think I only met like Caribbean celebrities. Caribbean. Nobody
Yeah.
outside that.
Met him. Yeah.
Scanning my brain. Been skydiving.
Will never be freaking doing
I
that.
am not doing that. I don't know how people to say, okay,
And I'm not going on no submarine.
okay, let me wake up
as
this
yet.
morning.
I'm not going on that.
Talking about a submarine. I went on a submarine in Barbados, and now that I know
I remember.
what could happen, you cannot get me.
I wanted to do it.
on a
Not
submarine.
going nowhere, Jose.
It was a
Hell
great
no.
experience. I'm glad I have pictures to prove I went, but I'm not going back.
I'm not doing that shit. Hell no. Nope. It's a no for me.
I saw this one where people are like, there's one of those air balloons, and under the air balloon there's like a kind of trampoline kind of thing, and they're jumping on it, so just flipping around, and then afterwards they could dive off and then open their parachute after they obviously they have to reach a certain stage.
Wait a minute, put trampoline in the air?
Yes.
Excuse me?
And I was like,
I want to go on the ones in the sea.
I was like, white people are the bravest people because
Yeah, they
I
are.
didn't see any black people on that trip, and I was
They
like,
are.
you're built different. Like, y'all are brave. Fearless.
Their bravery needs to be diagnosed, because some of these things,
I feel as though because they've done so many things, they're like, okay, what next to do? Because you can't open your parachute until you're at a certain level. So you now have to dive off this and you are free falling until I think I would black out and forget to pull the thing. Yeah, no, I can't do that.
good for them.
Can't. Had a one night stand. So I think we had a podcast about this before, and yeah. We had a one night stand.
One time, without a beanie night. Whoa,
I think a one
mean?
night stand means that you now meet the person.
Oh no!
So I'm like, what are you doing?
No!
And that's what a
No!
one-night stand means.
No! I thought it mean
Right,
the
so then
once.
you never. Wait, did you now meet the person?
no.
So then no, it does not count.
Oh.
Spit out your drink. Skinny dipped. Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry.
That's social media.
I find something swim up my cooch.
Been drunk. We have all been there. We've all been there. Well, that's it for Never Have I Ever. So you learned something about us guys.
Yeah.
Yabba 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 do!
Pause. We just coming to tell y'all to subscribe to the channel.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Do it now. Don't stick.
Bye. Okay, so we're going into Am I the Asshole? Now this one that I have this week is a little bit different. It's a video, but I will give you all a synopsis before I play it, right? So this guy went on a date. He asked someone on a date, and the person said yes, obviously, and the date was, let's say the date was set for 8 o'clock, right? He reached a bit earlier than 8, and he sat in his car and went to the menu because he likes to see what the menu is and stuff. And while scrolling, he realized it was a few minutes after the 8 o'clock, right? So he said like he'll go inside. He went inside and he made reservations and stuff. He went inside and he took his seat. 10 minutes passed and the date didn't message. 15 minutes passed, the date didn't show, didn't message.
That's rude.
I guess about 20 minutes after, he said that he gonna order his food because, I mean, he gonna make the best of it. He gonna have a solo date, right?
That's so sad though.
And he's saying that, 20 minutes after, you didn't message, you didn't call, anything, they cancel, right? So he continued,
Died.
right? And he's not gonna message. I find fair because, I mean, and they spoke during the day and whatever, right? Normal thing, nothing to make you feel like the date not
It's
still
just common courtesy
on, right?
for the
Exactly.
date, so yeah.
He had time to eat all three courses, and he paid the bill, and the waiter was on their way back. He paid and they was waiting on the bill. He still had his drink in front of him, and while he waiting on the bill, he go in and order his ticket for his movie because he said he want to go and watch a movie.
Right.
And while he waiting on the bill, bloop, sit down in front of him. Oh my God, no, sorry. Anyway, you'll see it in the video. At some point, they did end up messaging, stating that they didn't, basically saying that they didn't realize the time and they stuck in traffic or something. So at this point, he done start to eat and everything. So he like, you done. They did cancel to him.
Yeah.
And when they came, they started to order. And by the time when they started to order, it's because the waiter came back with his bill.
Right.
And he said, well, okay, well, enjoy your
meal.
dinner and get home safely. And he left because he had somewhere to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he the asshole? Let me show you the video. So he will give you more details.
Okay.
So, do you think that I was wrong for how I moved on this date? So, this date was scheduled on the beach, beautiful white cloth tables. It was going to be an exquisite date, to say the least. And of course, because I'm the gentleman that I am, I made sure that the time and the location was perfect. I don't want to be no type of inconvenience. I offered to pick up, but they preferred to meet me at the restaurant, so that's what we did. I arrived a little early, as I always do on a date, because honestly, I like to look at the menu online because I can have decision anxiety in the restaurant. So to prevent that, I like to arrive a little early so I can look over the menu. So as I'm, of course, sitting in the car looking at the menu, I noticed that our scheduled time, which was 8:30, had come and gone. But only by about 5 minutes. You know, I'm so busy looking at the restaurant on my phone, I didn't really pay attention to the time. But it was only 5 minutes past the, time. So I have a thing when it comes to dates. I have a pretty strict 15 to maybe 20-minute, grace period before the date is just canceled. You know what I mean? So at this time, I'm like, all right, I didn't get a text message about, I'm late or anything like that. So I'm like, we're still in the grace period. So at the about 10-minute mark, I get out my car and I start approaching the restaurant because one thing about me, I'm a loner at heart. And I would have preferred to, have a dinner by myself overlooking the beach, the beautiful ocean anyway. But of course, I'm looking forward to a potential good experience with the date. So that's why I'm on it, right? But I'm not about to not go into the restaurant and eat. I'm looking forward to eating my crab cakes. So I go get seated, because of course I have the reservation. So I go get seated. Now at this time, the 15-minute between me walking up, going to get seated, I had to wait a couple minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes or whatever. But between this time, the 15 minutes has come and gone. So you're 15 minutes late now. So in my head, the date is kind of canceled. So by now, I already know what I'm going to eat. I already know what I want to drink, what wine I want to get. So as I sit down, I immediately put in my drink order. The waiter brings over my drink. I start enjoying myself, overlooking the beach, reflecting on life. So as I'm sitting there, enjoying myself, enjoying the views, I get a frantic text message. Now you gotta think, this is about 25 minutes late at this point. Oh, I'm so sorry, I lost track of time. Now I'm in traffic. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Now I see the text message over there because my phone is on the other side of the table, but I just don't respond because again, I'm enjoying the views, I'm enjoying my food. But there was a movie that I wanted to see afterwards and it just hit me. So I'm like, all right, let me just book my movie online and things like that. Now, you got to think, throughout this whole process, I'm already eating now. So as I'm sitting there, enjoying the views, vibing out, the waiters done came, we talking and stuff like that, laughing, chilling. So out of nowhere, a plot happens right in front of me. You come and sit right in front of me. I'm so sorry. But you got to think, at this point in time, you about at least 45 minutes late. And I'm giving you grace by saying 45 minutes late because I had lost track of time because you gotta think, after the 15-minute mark, I wasn't even considering a date. I was considering this as a solo dinner now at this point. So 15 minutes late after that, I didn't even anticipate you being here. So here you are, but you gotta think, asked for my to-go box. I done paid for my food. So now I'm just waiting for, them to come back so I can leave the tip. So they're sitting there, thinking that, let me just catch up, because they don't see, all they see is my drink, and they see my my little plate there, because the waiter done came and took my other plate away because I done finished eating. They order a drink, and before a full conversation could even happen, he comes back with the ticket. I sign my ticket, sign my receipt, my to-go food's there. And I get up and I say, have a nice night, and get home safely. And I leave.
Is he wrong?
I do not think that he was wrong. I feel as though that could have gone so much differently. Like, okay, he lost track of time. Like, you telling me,
First of all,
10 minutes, you're not going to realize that, wait, I'm not going to reach there in time?
I'm sorry, but lost track of time is a disrespect to me. For a date, it's like you ask me on a date and I say, I'll get myself there. I got myself there on time, and I sit. Let's even say I didn't sit, because you asked me out on a date, right? And I'm waiting for your arrival. And I probably also in a car, but waiting in like the waiting area. And 15 minutes go, 20 minutes go, and you're not there. You didn't call, you didn't anything. I am leaving.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have done the solo date like he did. You wouldn't even be able to get on to me. I just would have been so upset. But then at the same time, I probably would have wanted to make sure that you're okay, because I probably be thinking the worst, that you die or something. But that is very, very disrespectful.
I think at some point I would have, but not anymore.
I'm glad the way he had what?
At some point in my life, I would have thought that.
Yeah,
I would go out of my way and ask, hey, everything okay?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No, I wouldn't have gone out of my way, but if you do
but
I would have answered the phone call to just make sure that you're okay now.
Yeah. If you call, I would answer. It depends on the time you call, though. Would depend on the answer you get. If you call 10 minutes, and I'll be like, oh, okay, no problem, I'm here in the waiting area. But 35 to 40 minutes later,
That is madness. What were you doing?
I don't know. I don't know if I would continue on the solo date, depending on where we are. Well, more than likely, it would only have two people that know I went out on a date, and that would be you and my mother. More than likely, my mother might be like, oh my god, what, oh my god, and she'll get dressed and say, let's go somewhere. At this point, I probably done make a list of what should I go and pull on home.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not going nowhere.
Blocked.
Yeah. Depends. No, depending on the time frame, is if it gets on to me or the response you get.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful. I actually like how he handled it.
Yeah.
It's like, enjoy your meal.
Yeah.
Because I hope Missy walk with money.
Yeah.
Because
Lost track of time. The man ask you out on a date.
Long, though. So long is unacceptable.
And it don't even seem
5 minutes late.
It don't even seem as though when they message and they say they're gonna be 10 minutes late, it didn't even, from the time they message, it didn't even seem as though it was only 10 minutes. It seemed like it was even longer than that, because he had time get everything he wanted to eat, and he ate everything. I don't think he's the asshole.
Definitely not the asshole.
I loved how you handled that. Top tier.
Yeah. With lots of
Respect and grace.
Okay, so we're going into the next Am I the Asshole?
We have two this week.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for telling someone else's kid to shut up? I'm a 26-year-old female and I was traveling back from Paris CDG airport with my partner who's also 27, a 27-year-old female, after a 5-day trip in the capital city of France. Yeah. I am very aware that many people only come to Paris for Disneyland, so I expected there to be a
Only
lot.
come to Paris for Disneyland?
Yeah.
There's a Disneyland in Paris?
I heard about that recently.
Oh my, and I didn't even know people come to there for that. I thought people just go there for like love.
Yeah. So I expected there to be a lot of kids. We were queuing for 20 to 30 minutes to drop our bags, and so I thought it would be best to check and respond to emails I'd missed from work whilst waiting. There was a woman behind us between the ages of 30 to 40 and her daughter probably age 6 to 9. Her daughter wouldn't stop making what I could only describe as annoying noises, shouting / singing. And her mom asked her to stop about 5 to 8 times.
This is on the flight?
No, not on the flight. I guess in the little waiting area to board the flight. And I could see the kid's mother getting distressed with how badly she was behaving. Other travelers seemed to be visibly annoyed as well. Her mom told her on the 8th time, telling her off to shut up. The kid proceeded to be annoying towards her mom, and I was doing some important work bits. I got fed up and told the kid to shut up. The kid was old enough to know better, and after I, a stranger, stepped in, the kid stopped being annoying and was quiet for the rest of the wait. The mom wasn't angry with me and didn't say anything to me about the situation. I felt that if the kid was maybe neurodivergent and couldn't help it, the mom might have told me and I would have apologized, but she said nothing. Later, my girlfriend said it was a bit out of order to tell the kid to shut up. Am I the asshole for telling the kid to shut up?
Boy, honestly, sometimes I and all just want to... I don't think I'll ever be a gentle parent when that time comes. But sometimes I and all just want to... I'm Caribbean. I grew up with a little good pinch. Sometimes you don't even need to pinch the side. I used to be like... Because you know you pinch or you cut ass book when you reach home. So that's why I know, right? And sometimes when I see something, it's not only the child I just want to share a task to, it's the parents. So boy, I honestly I understand. But now it has so much things. It have oh gosh, help me. Or autism. You don't know, you never know. Where if the child is on it and where some of them look normal, some of them, I mean, like all of them actually look normal. It's not like if they are, was the other one that you could tell that they have it? Down syndrome. It's not like.
Say that. I don't know if that's a term. You know, like how you can't say like midgets.
Oh really?
I don't know if you could still say Down syndrome.
Oh shit. You can tell when a kid has Down syndrome, but you can't necessarily tell when a kid has autism. As a single person, honestly, I would get annoyed too. Him here as a single person, as a woman who doesn't have any kids, I would have gotten annoyed in the situation, and I think there would be other parents who would get annoyed as well. But I think telling a stranger's child shut up, the terms shut up is highly disrespectful. I think you could have probably talked to the mother. It's such a touchy topic because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's such a touchy topic.
I feel you. So,
Because I still believe that, it takes a village to raise a child. However, you are not that child's village necessarily. And even if you are that child's village, it have respectfully disciplining the child and it have disrespectfully disciplining the child. And that's not even a way you should talk to an adult by telling them shut up. That's like fighting words if you really consider it. So I think you're not wrong in being irritated. You're not wrong in wanting to get your silence. I think your approach was probably wrong. Yeah.
okay.
That's my 2 cents.
So, I agree with you. So, a little, I'm not straying too much, but I was on a flight coming back from Miami, no, from Panama to Trinidad, and I had to endure a child behind me kicking, screaming,
Kicking the seat?
kicking my seat. So I'm going.
Nah. No.
The flight was mainly Spanish speaking people, so I couldn't really address the parent or anything, and I enjoying this, and I am someone who have a high tolerance, I would say. And I was, when you're in an airport, you're just frustrated and you're just ready to go home or whatever. So I could understand the person in this story. So I could kind of relate to how this person probably felt, because when you're in the airport, your mind is just be on going to your destination or whatever, and then to deal with noise and whatnot is be hard. But as a parent, I still could understand and be mindful. This is a 6 or 7-year-old who probably equally frustrated in the situation. I agree totally that shut up, that was very offensive. I would be offended if somebody said to my child, shut up. The word shut up. Now you could have said, hey, you're being a little noisy or whatever. If you are actually directing your conversation to your child, which I feel as though you still probably shouldn't have done it, even though the parent looked frustrated. Sometimes you just be able to tell, you could read the room whether if it's okay to talk to a child like that or not. I feel as though I would have been like, causing mommy a little problems. I might say something like that, but to say shut up, yeah, again, you cannot do that. I can understand your irritation, but you cannot tell somebody shut up. Now, drawing from what you said, you have to be so mindful of kids and being on the spectrum and whatnot, and there are certain signs you would notice. For me, I pick up on it. Like, I don't know if I'm just mindful of it, but like I pick up on certain signs, the repetitive noises that they make, or kids who are on the spectrum, they tend to tap a lot, or
I wouldn't necessarily pick up.
They tend to tiptoe, or they do things repetitive. They would spin around. It wouldn't be, you would notice, right? For the parents, so the parent and this story actually said shut up. So clearly the child is not in spectrum unless she's frustrated with the situation, and that's not how you deal with somebody who's on a spectrum. But what I'm saying, you have to be very careful, because you don't know what a parent is dealing with. You don't know what they are going through. But you were lucky in the situation that the woman didn't cuss you out, and if she had cussed you out, you look for it.
Yeah.
You look for it. But you have to be very careful and mindful of kids in those situations as well. But you're not an asshole for being irritated. You're an asshole for how
You spoke to a child.
Because us as an adult, if somebody tell you to shut up, you're ready to be like, excuse? Who you talking to? So
Yeah.
just be mindful of that next time. Yeah.
But how you
Because-
think you would have been in the situation dealing with the child who, as you said, there's a high possibility that the child may not be on the spectrum
Right.
based on how
Yeah.
they responded. How do you think you would deal with a situation?
If the child was on the spectrum.
No. See, when I say it's easy for you to pick out if you realize that they're not, and it's a child that just making noise.
Okay, for me, I think I would have approached the parent first, and I would have been like, because I feel as though as a single parent, I always looking out to like try to help where I could if given the opportunity. So I feel as though I would have gone over to the parent and asked her if you're okay, you're overwhelmed, and ask questions, and and then from there I would gauge if I could talk to the child, or distract the child, try to make the child, because sometimes kids are frustrated too, and this is how they react, and like try to say put on something on my phone or let them get distracted. I would
Nobody get my phone. Sorry.
I would give them things to. I would tell them, hey, let's find things in the airport that, like, let's look for a plane, or let's look for a sign, or let's look for a color, or if you could point out something to me, that actually reminded me of a situation where I was in Pennywise, and this kid was having a total meltdown, and this parent she looked so frustrated and embarrassed, and everybody was just like, oh my god, what's going on with this kid? And the way how he was acting, and for the age he was, I was like, okay, he have to be on the spectrum. And I think I remember I was with one of my friends, and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I have to talk to this lady. And I went and I talked to her, and I was like, the kid is on the spectrum. She watched me like, what? Why are you asking this? And I was like, I could tell, and I was like, you're looking frustrated, but you're gonna be okay. And she just watched me like, it went from like, why the hell you talking to me, to like complete like breakdown. And she was just like, I'm a single parent and it's only me. And I was just like, girl, I understand that, because sometimes you have everything on you and you just don't know how to deal with the situation in that time. So in this situation, this kid was on the spectrum, and it just shows like how it was very embarrassing for her, because she felt as though like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
And I just want to get out of Pennywise quick. And she just like, she probably left without all the things she needed that day, because she just needed to just get out, because people were like, what?
Yeah.
But, if the kid is not on the spectrum, I definitely going to talk to the parent and see basically how I can help, if you're willing to get my assistance. Most times people are willing to take assistance, because you don't know where they were flying from, you don't know what they were going through. So yeah. How are you handling it?
I don't have that kind of patience.
You're putting your AirPods and tune out that noise.
Yeah, because that would be sending me mad. And if it's a person, my headset.
Yeah. Now, when I was on the flights coming back from Panama
Oh, that kicking thing. I don't care if you're talking Spanish, you're talking English, you're talking French. I don't care. Don't kick my seat. You mad?
That was a different I was in a different headspace. I was very annoyed. Like I said, I have a high tolerance, but because of the events that happened before, because we almost missed our flight, and we literally got onto the plane within 5 minutes before it depart. And
see what she was talking about?
I am going.
Always thinking they have time?
No. There was a kid in front who was crying as well. Now, these kids, we were at the back of the plane, so they affected the propellers actually affect them more than it affect us. So like, he was crying at first, and I was like okay with that. But then you see, when I started to get a kick in my back, and I realized you're not saying, at no point you saying, nah, don't do this. Because like, at least say, no, you can't do it, or try to restrain. There was no restraint, there was no nothing. I keep, like, No, like, lo siento, nothing. I was taking that. I would have taken that. Just tell me something. At a point in time, I had to call your air hostess. I told my girlfriend, I was like, yo, you on your own, you know. I was like, if I get up next seat, you on your own. She's like, you leave me. I was like, I cannot take this because it went on for probably about half an hour, which is,
Everybody would
on.
know. I wasn't going to call the air hostess and discreetly.
Yeah,
Everybody eyes would be on you and your child. Like, sorry.
I couldn't just
Kicking the seat and you sitting down there and you allowing your child kick the seat. They're passenger. I would have been, hey, hostess, this child change seats. This child kicking my seat. Listen, change my seat. Nah, I would have been tripping off. I want to sleep.
It wasn't like a normal jerk. It was like my whole seat was going like this. It was like,
No.
and it was repetitive, like, not like a one. It was a constant, I should say. It was constant. That lasted for probably like a good 20 minutes before it's.
And if I stop complaining and go too silent and I like,
You know what was irritating? It wasn't a single parent. It was
a family.
And the father just sitting down there like if he helpless. Like I swear that wasn't his child.
See what I mean? Sometimes you just want to hit the parent a caliper too.
But yeah.
But I mean, to each their own. I don't know kids, so I don't know. I don't know the struggle.
These kids out here want to embarrass you, but you have to set the ground rules.
So I managed to watch 4 shows this week, and out of the 4, 2 were ones that I mentioned in the episode where I gave the rundown of all these shows. And I watched A Gentleman. I finished that. I actually only wanted to watch it because of Theo James. He was the plot for me, and the show just was good too. So basically, it was his family business that is tied into criminal entities, and they were trying to get their family business detached from it.
Okay.
And things kept getting a bit more to handle. Like, while trying to get out, they seemed to start getting deeper in it. It was British based, and honestly, I'm sorry, but a British gangster, if we go in based on The Gentleman and not based on Top Boy, Golly G, those gangsters could just,
Really?
oh my god, the suit fitted nice. It was just good. How much episodes was it? Like 8 episodes, I think. 8 episodes on Netflix. It was really, really good. Damsel, although I am seeing a bit, I thought Damsel was actually going to be a series, but it was a movie. And with is Billy Bobby Brown. She is the actor on Stranger Things, and she is an actor on Stranger Things as well. And she's star of that show is basically like a fiction based kind of fiction with royal and dragons and stuff, and well, with a dragon. And I was seeing a lot of reviews saying, you know, that a lot of people didn't enjoy it, and honestly I actually enjoyed it. Like, I was trying to edit a video while I put it on because I had finished watching Gentleman. I was like, you know what, let me put on Damsel one time while I editing, and I started editing, and well, you know how eyes get. I had to put on my phone because I started to get into the show. I said, hey. So basically, the royal family, just a little synopsis, the royal family, they like they took the dragon's children from her, and the dragon now became enraged, and to pay back the dragon they had to feed the dragon royalty, and about 3 royals, I guess. And by doing that, they were marrying the prince to commoners, and then they had like a ceremony that will bind them together by blood, and yeah, get rid of the princess, the new princess. And they were literally tricking the dragon by that now.
Right.
And well, yeah, nobody really escaped except for Bobby Brown, the actor. What was her name? Is it Edwina? I can't remember. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Angela Bassett was in it, and I was shocked because I didn't see the whole cast. I just saw Billy Bobby Brown. But it was really good. I enjoyed Angela Bassett. By the way, I don't know if I wasn't on Angela Bassett's side of movies, but I find Angela Bassett been hitting on these movies. She in her movie series bag. I think I see so much shows with her now, and before I wasn't necessarily a big Angela Bassett fan, but now like I have so much respect for her as an actress. Like she's so graceful. Her beauty is unmatched. I find so. And
Totally agree with you.
her skin just radiates. Like I love her. She's amazing, and she's in it. I love her role. But I think it's a must watch. I give it a 10 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. I give it to Gentleman a solid 20 out of 10. The other shows I watched was a documentary, a Netflix documentary. Actually it was a docu-series, 3 episodes long. It was called let me tell you. This one was actually very much interesting. It's called The Program. Basically, it was telling you about basically it's a program that parents send kids when they bad behaved, and the things that they had to succumb when they go into these behavioral programs.
Right.
And some of these kids, it's not necessarily that they bad behave, they just get sent there for whatever reasons. And in some of the camps, like they had to scrub the toilet with their toothbrush, and then the same toothbrush they had to brush their teeth with. And the abuse that they had to go through, it was intense. And it's heart-wrenching to know that to this day that we actually speaking today, there are still programs that exist like that. Some are in Caribbean islands as well, which is mind-blowing. It was actually one of the students there that came out and made her own documentary, and well, Netflix picked it up and they did it, and it was so like, oh my, it was, guys, it's a must watch just to get like to know what really going on and stuff. And a lot of these people, they're not qualified to be a teacher. It's run by families. It's really messed up. And the last one I watched, I watched that yesterday in one sitting. I saw this girl The Weekend watch talk about Apples Never Fall on Peacock.
What is the name of it?
Apples Never Fall.
Okay.
And is it 7 or 8 episodes long? I think it's 7 episodes long. And guys, if you're feeling as though, like for me, I feel as though there wasn't a show that at least grazed the hem of what's the name of the show that we watched last year that we have to read the book on? Black Cake.
Right. My eyes open because I'm like, it's right.
It's there. There has been good shows that I really, really enjoyed, but in terms of that category and how it wasn't Black Cake worthy, because it hasn't beaten Black Cake for me, but it grazed the hem of Black Cake, which was really good. It was a family drama with secrets coming out, and it's a short series. It don't have any season 2 to come. At least I don't think so. But for everything that went in between, guys, it was really, 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 really good. Like, so this be a synopsis: the family, the mother went missing, and they didn't know what happened. And in between that time, so many secrets unveiled. Leading up to with the investigation and everything, and the father was seeming as though he was the main suspect, and eventually he was up for life in prison or the death sentence.
I'm lost. I need to watch this.
I don't want to give out much. I feel as though I think I need to start writing down how to do it, because I just get so excited. Like, everything just there for me to talk about it. I'm like, oh my god, but I'm still afraid I sell out the show.
Yeah.
But I didn't sell out anything. But it was really good. Really, really good. I watched it in one sitting. Yeah, 7 episodes.
Okay.
But the first 3 was they are available on Netflix, and that one is available on Peacock. So really, really good watch. Y'all need it was a good family drama, mystery, crime filled show. If you like that, if you liked Black Cake, you're gonna like this. That's it for today's episode.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, guys. It's a wrap. Catch y'all in the next episode next week.